Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So starting off with Euro-USD, and this flag has broken out. Obviously I do like to see the retest before jumping in on them, but that hasn't materialized at the moment. One thing I am concerned about at the moment though is what is going to transpire is bounce off the top there and move to the downside. So I'm just going to add a level here, take this one here, because this level here at 127.71 is the top or the neckline of a double bottom. Here's my double bottom. There's first leg down, second leg down, wedge breakout, top of channel at the moment. So that is the critical next break. So 127.71. If we come down to the hour, you'll see it does look like we're more than likely going to do it. A bit of a triangle forming, follow the up here. If I do it like this, there's the top of the triangle and there's the bottom of it. Okay, bit of a wedge forming as well, or another flag. So there's your run up flag and then a break. So I anticipate another break to the upside. I think we more than likely can move up, and once we clear this area of 127.71, you basically have a measured move of 827 points, which will take us into the area of 121.583, and I would basically take my first lot of profit right here, 121.166. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is it's still going to be a bit messy. You can see the moving average are only just crossing over on the hour, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see a little bit of a deeper pullback, or even just forming a bigger range here up until non-farm payrolls this afternoon. So that is the situation I'm seeing. Not sure that I want to be holding any dollar pairs just before non-farm payrolls. It gets really volatile. So maybe just watch for the first 15-20 minutes after non-farm payrolls before jumping in on any dollar trades. US dollar, Japanese yen, pretty much similar situation here. We've had a fairly strong move to the upside, and then we've got this massive area of consolidation. Oscillator starting to ease off as well, and I think the key thing here is we have this weekly trend line here. We've had 1 week above it, and this is the second week at the moment above it, and we've got a weekly moving average crossover. So this is looking like a weak Japanese yen, strong dollar, and we've got a bit of diversion between Euro USD on the go at the moment, because there we have a weak dollar, strong euro. So looking at the hour, we are sideways, not wise to be trading this at the moment. We do have a moving average crossover looking to the downside, but looking at the weekly, daily and monthly, I'm a little bit cautious with this pair, so I think it's wise just to sit and wait at the moment. British pound, Japanese yen. So we had a bit of a block here, or a range that I highlighted yesterday, and look at that, we broke the downside, more than likely got the target. We'll have a look at it now, but on the 8 hour, we've basically come back onto the moving averages. Moving averages are pointing up. We are above the 155. Trend is up. A little bit messy, well actually very messy, and a little bit all over the place. Oscillators crossed over, looking for a move to the downside now. I'm going to ignore that for now and have a look on the hour. So if you take that, look at that, range break, hit it, buyer stepped right in. Still a little gap at the downside though. Okay, and we are also testing the underside of this this range. So for me, really messy. I mean, look at all these tails all over the place. Not really going to get into this. I think by the looks of things, Forex this week has been a no-go for me. And you know, we could reject here and move down, but I think the bigger picture is we're still stuck in a bigger range, and I can just do that. And delete that. There you go. There's your range. You can go to a 4 hour or a 3 hour as well, and you'll see it's a range, but look at this, we're above the moving averages. So I'm looking for opportunities to be long. I'm not really looking for opportunity to be short. This to me is looking like a trap. So there's a lot of people going to be saying, right, let's short here. We've got a death cross. But for me, we are in a bigger range. So I'm not really interested in that just yet. I want a bit more clarity. Last one is Euro British Pound. And yeah, we are pretty much in the same setup here. We had this range, break of the range target hit. It's basically down to this level here of 0.86406. Did break through it and then reversed up to the upside. At the moment, moving averages are flat. We're above and below the moving averages. That is ranging on the 8-hour. So advice is to stay far away from it. And we'll just have a look at the weekly now, because that's what's driving this at the moment. And you can see range bar, pin bar, lots of confusion yesterday as to what's actually going on and what needs to be done. So this to me is still something to stay far away from. We just closed off on the weekly. You'll see from a weekly perspective, look at this. We are in a massive consolidation pattern on the weekly. Okay, we've had a group to the downside. We've got a bit of a rally here. It's still in a downward trend, but this weekly engulfing, look at that, it engulfed so many weeks of downward pressure. There's the last time something like that happened. And when it does happen, you can see there's typically a fairly strong move to the upside. So I think for me at the moment, I'm looking for just a bit more confirmation at the moment, but it does look like we're bottom of a weekly range and we're looking for a move to the upside. So if you just translate that onto the hour, you can see bottom of the weekly range there. Did move to the upside a little bit, still trying to push down. So, I think what we should be looking for is another move to the upside, but it is a bit messy at the moment. So anyway, I'm staying out of it, but that's why I'm anticipating a move to the upside. And then obviously I've got the big inverse head and shoulders. The neckline is a bit higher up at 0.87167. I think, is that still in the inverse head? Yep, still in the inverse head and shoulders. There's my shoulder, there's my head, and there's my neck shoulder. Just a little bit deeper than what it was originally. And sorry, that's the one inverse head and shoulders. Here's the other one. So there's a shoulder, there's a double head, and here's a double shoulder. Okay, double shoulder and then a little inverse head and shoulders in between. So there's just so much going on here, which is indicating a move to the upside is brewing. That's what I'm holding for. Anyway, hope it helps, and we will catch up with you next week. Enjoy the weekend, and cheers for now.